one of the ways that we can use the PPF curve or graph is to calculate opportunity cost. So last Friday, we took a look at what this graph represents, what the line represents. So we're going to use a Scrub Mommy and a Scrub Daddy, our two products, and look at if they want to change production, how do we calculate the opportunity costs? What are they going to be gaining? What are they going to be losing? So the line here represents the max combination of Scrub Daddy and Scrub Mommies that they can create. Right now, I have 2 points on here. We're going to make this transition. They're looking to produce more Scrub Mommies, and we want to know what's going to happen when they make that transition. So we're going to use this to make a prediction before the production changes. That way, if it doesn't look like it's going to work out, then they don't have to make that production change. So first thing when you're doing this, we need to know what were we producing at the original amount. Right, so this is our original amount. We want to know how much are we producing of each product, not just the one. So at A, if we look here, we're going to go over and see we're making 350,000 Scrub Daddies. So I'm going to abbreviate that with the SD. All right. At the same point, we need to know how many Scrub Mommies are we making. So we're going to go down and see that we're at 300 Scrub Mommies. And that's step one, right? How much were you making at your original point? I'm going to label this here. Step two then is to say at our new production point, how much are we going to make, or do we want to be making? All right, so at point B, we would be looking here, and when you take it over to your line to see how many you're making, that drops us down to 240,000 Scrub Daddies. All right, if we drop down to our Scrub Mommies to see what we're doing, that takes us up to 400,000 Scrub Mommies. And that's step two. All right, so step one, what's your original production level? Step two, what is your new production level? Step three then is to look and see what happened to each product when we made that shift. All right, so when we went from this point to this point, we had 350 and we decreased to 240. All right, so we lost 110,000 Scrub Daddies. Right? When we went from this point to this point for our Scrub Mommies, we ended up gaining 100,000 Scrub Mommies. Right? So now we know what the change is going to be. Now if you remember, opportunity cost is your next best thing. So basically, what are you giving up in order to do this new thing? Our opportunity cost is going to be the one that we lost. All right, so whichever product has the negative, this becomes our opportunity cost. All right, when you report it, you don't say a negative 110 because opportunity cost is what you gave up, what you lost. So it's like a double negative. We don't want to do that. So 110,000 Scrub Daddies would be our opportunity cost. That's what we're losing in order to gain more. The reason we have to lose those is because if we kept it, let me switch here. If we wanted to operate and we wanted to still produce 350,000 Scrub Daddies and 400,000 Scrub Mommies, that would give us this point right here. And as we talked about on Friday, that point is above our possibility frontier. And so it's impossible right now. We can't do it because we can't make more than what we have resources for. All right? So you can do the math. You can write it out. If you can look at the graph, you're good with the graphs and you can just look at it and run it through your head, that's fine as well. As long as you are looking to see which product are you losing and how much, which one are you gaining and how much. right? Your opportunity cost is going to be what you lost. And that's what you would report. All right, so your assignment is to be an advisor for a company. It's a made-up company. They're looking to hire some new writers. They need flashcard writers and resource card writers. And so they only have so much money to hire these new people. And so they have their own production possibility frontiers graph on how they're going to use that money. So there's questions on there. There are 5 points on the graph, and it gives you a scenario. And so you're going to identify which point. You're only going to use those letters one time. And then the last 3 questions are just asking you to analyze the graph. So is a certain point possible? And one of the questions, you're going to have to do this. You're going to have to calculate opportunity cost. So where was it originally going to happen? Where did he end up hiring? And then what did he lose by doing so? All right, so when you get that finished, submit it. If at any point you have questions, you can email me. We will discuss this a little bit more tomorrow. So if it's completely, your mind is blown, then you can write your questions down or email them to me and we'll address them tomorrow. I hope everybody's having a great day, getting a lot accomplished, and I'll see you all tomorrow.